Hi, I'm Tim Roble, and welcome to another episode of Adventure Athlete. Today I'm here to talk to you about an extreme enduro or a technical terrain tire and what I like and why. So a lot of you know that's been watching a lot of my videos. For the last year, I've spent building my truck, trailer, and setting up my Can-Am X3 with rear bumper cage and a front little clip on that. So now that we're all through this, I'm getting back to what my channel is really all about, which is building stuff and the adventures. So my number one thing that I do is I spend a lot of time on a motorcycle. This is my one bike concept. It's a 17 KTM 450 XCF. I use this for extreme enduro, dual sporting, adventure riding, and I compete in the sportsman class and trials on it. One of the stipulations for that is you got to run a trials rear tire other than 2 events every year. One of those events is the Plonkers opening and then the Plonkers closing event for the Southern California trials. They'll let you run a knobby. So what I'm running here is a Golden 216, and it's their FIM version of the tire. It doesn't have as tall a knobs as the full version. Kind of the same tire that Graham Jarvis uses. It is a sticky, so the knobs are, easy to turn, and the durometer of the rubber is what I would call somewhat soft. What was my thoughts on this tire? Well, I run it with tubeless, and I'm running about 8 pounds in this tire. Normally I run anywhere from 4 to 5 on a rear. And what we have next to it is my go-to tire. It's a Kenda Equilibrium, which is kind of considered a trials type tire. It does have some side knobs, but you can see the spacing of the knobs are a lot closer than the Golden. Now, this Golden, I started with a full tank of gas, and I don't know if you can see the full fluid level there, but I still have that much left off of one tank, and that's the amount of wear that this tire took. And I wasn't trying to blow it away. I was just riding technical sections. For me, this tire did not work very well. I can see why people like to run a moose with it. With the tubeless, and because of the carcass being soft, what was happening when I was hitting stuff at lower pressures, I like to run with tubeless around 4 to 5 psi, and that's what I do with this Equilibrium. But the Equilibrium is actually a taller tire. And what that does is it takes a lot more absorption in the impact. And this tire didn't. I really hated this tire. I haven't had a tire slip out on me so much that I've been used to riding with this Equilibrium. And here again, I'm not sponsored by Kenda, and I run a mix of tires. Right now I have the 216 Fatty up front, 90-121. Love the tire, and stay tuned for another video on comparing that to the Shinko. That'll be my next video up. I have the Shinko and the Golden, and we're going to talk about what I like about each one of those. But with this setup, I got to take off this Golden, and I'm going to get rid of it. I have no intention on running that again. Now, a lot of my extreme enduro buddies, their go-to tire is the IRC M5B, and some guys will run that at 0 psi with tubeless, 1 pound, 2 pounds. It's a gnarly tire, real big tall knobs. It's not super soft. It's not a great rock tire, but it really works good on like a sandy approach to rock. It gives you good drive. I get that out of the Equilibrium also, and out of all my buddies, some of them have tried the Equilibrium, and they did not care for it. They did one ride, kind of like what I did with this Golden. Half a tank of gas, and I'm done with that, and moving to the Equilibrium. For gription and everything on rock, and even my drive, a lot of times you'll have a sandy section coming up, but because the footprint is kind of narrow, but it has a tall, and it's actually taller on, you gain about a ½ inch over this tire, and then it has that flat surface, so the carcass of the tire actually yaws and kind of conforms to the rock or terrain, even if that is an off-camber. So long story short, I prefer the Equilibrium over the 216 Golden. My thought process on this is I've tried a lot of tires. Matter of fact, we'll take a quick little journey. I have a sets of tires that I've tried, and they are ready to head out. Somebody in Southern California wants these. Let me know. They're free for pickup, but quite a few different tires that I've run and tried, and they haven't made the cut. Here's the Equilibrium right here, and you can see, man, the knobs are just about gone. But this tire has about 500 miles on it, and it provided great traction and just a great tire all the way around. For me, it's a do-everything tire, and in trials, I can still run that as a trials tire, and it works really, really well for me. So, I get a lot of comments on what I think about the different tires, and I've done the reviews on the Motos, the Golden, but this Kenda Equilibrium is my go-to tire, so that's going to be it. I give that tire a 9 out of 10. Maybe there's something coming out or something that's better for the use, but for right now, that's my go-to tire. So that's going to be it for now. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate each and every one of you for watching my videos. I'm Tim Roble, and I'll catch you guys here next time.